Hello, my name is Denarvis Blaine.
Hi, my name is Trinity.
Hey, my name is Emily.
And you're listening to...
And you are listening to...
And you're listening to Teens in Quarantine.
What's up, guys? This is Lawrence.
And Trinity, back with our podcast.
We're here to talk about teachers and how badly they're treated during this time of the pandemic and before the pandemic.
Underrated, most def.
Yeah, I just don't like how teachers are treated during like this time, because they it depends based on the pay. I could say based on the pay and just how like people talk down to teachers, because like they're here to support you through your life experiences, and like it shouldn't be okay for people to talk down on them, or even like just like have low pay for them, because they do a lot for kids, including yourself. Yeah. How do you feel about Trinity?
Yeah, I agree with you. They most definitely is underrated if you think about it. They get a lot of disrespect. And like if you think about it, when we was going to school, our parents would, like from pre-K to whatever grade you in, our parents would literally drop us off there, and they trust this, like they trust these teachers. They're basically raising us. Majority of our 18 years they're raising us, and I just feel like they're really unappreciated.
Yeah, I agree with you, because there's a lot of things that go into teaching, as including like class management and just them taking the time for every night to prepare like a good like lesson for us, how they like work with us.
I listened to this guy named Bill Ayers, and he was saying this:
rhymes and jumping, and that in itself, these words that are made up and created are not planned ahead of time. And you're speaking of teaching begins in challenge and never far from mystery, and that's precisely not what we're taught in traditional ways what a teacher is.
Exactly. I mean, in the traditional way that we see teaching, and I think increasingly so, it's more like clerking. I mean, a teacher is a clerk. She passes on the wisdom and intelligence and ideas of somebody else to putatively passive kids who are supposed to sit there and take it in. Well, this is the farthest thing from learning, and it's really the farthest thing from teaching.
We can feel disrespected, or we can feel like offended. Like when you young, I don't know, you can't really feel that emotion. But when you get older, it's harder to hold your tongue. Yeah.
So I have a question for you. How do you feel? So as you becoming since you're a student. Since you're a student, how do you feel like? What is in the kids, like the student mindset, into like how you think what teachers do? What's your like the student mindset?
Like the management of the classroom?
Yes.
Okay. So like the management of the classroom is very important to me, because it's like harder for kids or me to like learn in a toxic, negative environment. And I feel like teachers should always have that positive environment of the classroom, because it can affect the students, how they learn or how they retain information. What you think?
Yeah, I totally agree with you. I think that since we can't be in person, like we're online, I feel like it has the classroom management is very important, because since we're online and like everybody needs to like listen and hear what the teacher has to tell us, and like if people don't listen and like do the same, like do bad things, like the students won't able to learn and won't attain that knowledge for the future.
Honestly, I agree. And like during this whole current quarantine, during everything, like us having to go to school, I feel like it's hard on the teachers, and people don't understand that. I feel like it's hard on the teachers as well as it's hard on the students. Am I gonna say it's harder on the teachers? No, I'm not gonna say that at all. But it's hard on the teachers as well, when you can't look your students in the eye. I don't know about you, but in most of my classes, it's like you can hear a pin drop when a teacher asks a question. Nobody wants to participate.
Are you talking about in person?
No, I'm talking about online.
Oh.
Because on this line, you can't. You can't. I mean, you can, but my teachers don't cold call no more. You know, like, so if a teacher asks a question, they always ask for volunteers. And you can hear, like, silence, nobody. And that makes me kind of feel bad for them.
Yeah. When I go to class, it's just, no, it's either somebody participate one day or nobody participate. And it's just, the vibe in the classroom is off. You can see. It's not how it, like, in person. It's not like positivity how it is online.
Yeah, it's harder to have those discussions like in lit, you know, literature and in U.S. history. It's harder to have those conversations online, but if we were in person, we will most definitely be having conversations with the whole class, and I don't know. I kind of miss that.
Yeah, I have a question. How do you think us students affect the teacher's mindset, like, since we're online right now and like we can't like usually react to how we react in person, you can say?
Can you say that again? Because I don't really get it.
How do you feel about what do you think the teacher and the way they act based on like the students like, since we're in person, online right now, and you was talking about how it's like the change in like environment is different, way different. How do you think the teachers react and have been affected by this?
They react like, in my literature class, Mr. Arneson, it's so sad sometimes. It's just really sad. Because he be asking for questions. And like I said, you can have a pin drop. And he just be like, guys, I really want to hear what you have to say. And like, nobody really cares. That's what's really affecting the teacher. Nobody is motivated to do this school stuff. Nobody I'm not gonna say nobody, but most of everybody not even motivated, and most everybody don't even care, because it's just like, why am I doing this in the first place? And that can affect the the teachers. Like, our mindset is like, we don't care, like, we not motivated, so should we have to do this? What you think?
I totally agree with you with the motivation part. It's just like, since I feel like students is a big part in the classroom, and their motivation is what affects the teachers the most, and like what they want to do. And I feel like the motivation right now, since we're online, is not there, and there's like something should happen, like a big action should happen based on this, and I don't know what to do. I don't know what should happen, but if something should happen.